Hello, this is Bluestorm Wyvern, and I'm storming at you with a new review. And today I'm bringing you the latest in the Legend of Heroes Trails series. This is Trails Beyond the Horizon, and of course, it's the continuation of the Calvard arc. And it seems that a lot of things are happening in this game. But to get started on this review here, take a look at the front of the box. You have some of the characters. You got the return of Mr. Rean Schwarzer right there. And we're seeing Kevin Graham in full 3D this time. And of course you have Van and Agnes front and center with the title of the game there. And you have some characters here. I think one of them is Lena Fenley, another NPC that's in the game. And I can't really tell who that is. I think that's another character. I'm currently watching it on YouTube as of this video. So find out soon enough who everyone else is. And turn on this side and you get Van and Agnes. And on this side you get Rean and Kevin. And on this side you get all the other characters. So you get, like, we see Altina and Toa, Fee, Crow. I'm going to take this slip off just so we can see everyone better. And on the bottom there, you get Reset, Fairy, Aaron, Rufus. We get to see Lapis in a teenage body this time. And you see the return of Swin and Nadia. And of course up here, you get Bearguard, Katra, Judith, and Elaine. And of course on the top of the box you get Trails Beyond the Horizon. So to open up, we're going to open up the box here. And take a look at all that. So to start with the game itself. I got it on the PS4. And of course, NIS America. And it's the same as the cover of the box. And there's some screenshots. Witness the beginning of the end, so they say. They say that this is not going to be the last game, so of course those who are playing it now or who have already finished it know that there will be more coming. I don't want to spoil too much for those who haven't, but there's the premise. And of course there's the game with Van on the front of the disc. There's the mini art book, but we'll look at the big one. Alright. And of course we'll look at the art book last. Or one of the last things. Next up is the steelbook. This is the back side. Has Trails Beyond the Horizon embossed on there. And it's the same as the front. And if you could see it, of course you can see my face too, is the Grim Garten, which is a big medieval castle. Alright, set that down. Okay, next is the mini soundtrack. And you got Van, Agnes, Kevin, and Reen on the cover. And that's just the back. Looking like the back of a Zypha. There's the disc with Van and Agnes. And here are the tracks. There's only 8 of them. Alright. Next up, we have this. It's a little acrylic clock that actually works. And, well, this is the front, and there's a better shot of the Grimgarten castle that you would be exploring in their version of a MMORPG. How about that? A game within a game. And here are the pieces. There's the stand with pieces with figures of Van, Agnes, and Elaine. And of course it says Grimgarten right there. And here is the main piece, which is the clock. And right there are the hands. I'm not going to actually put this together because it would just. Well, I could probably just. I won't put the hands on, but it does take one AA battery. And of course these are the instructions on how to assemble it. Yeah, these pieces are pretty small. You want to be careful. So Van's going to go in the center here, and we'll put Elaine on his left. It'll be like that, and Agnes will go on the right, just like that. And then we put the big piece behind them. And there it is. And of course you could just kind of picture the hands on it. So there's that. Okay, now the art book. So Visions from the Beyond, and you got Van and Agnes on the front and Kevin and Reen on the back. Hands going numb. Okay. I guess that's the Septarian of Time. So there's the prologue. You can pause to read that if you want. You got Project Startaker with, you got President of Calvard right there on the front. You can pause to read. Next, Marduk, little security company in Le Mans. Then the Grimgarten. And here we have the world. It was Orid State, not Lamon, but the Marduk headquarters is in. My bad. Anchorville, which is Judith's hometown. Zeku Space Base. And here we have the map of Calvard. The Levred district. Chardon. That's how they actually say that. Chardon, not Chardin. And that's how they say it in the game. Hands going numb again. And we have a bunch of photos. And there we have character profiles. So there's Van. Agnes. Elaine. Aaron. Ferry. I'm going to take this off the camera for a bit. Okay, next is Rosette. Then Judith. Beauregard. Catra. Okay, next up is our good friend Reen from the Cold Steel arc. And then we have Altina, Fee, who returns in this game. Then we have Toa, and Crow, Kevin, Swin, Nadia, Rufus, and Lapis in our new body. And we have Celise, Leon, Nina, Renee, President Roy Gramhart, Kasim. And Amelia, aka Hermes, is how her other name is pronounced. Not Hermes, but Hermes. And we have Shizuna. And Kurogane. And of course, the Grand Master of Ouroboros. Okay, now we have the twins here. Here's Yorda. And her brother Ix. Simon, he's a enforcer number 7 of Ouroboros. And we have Ulrika, is this character here. She's like a YouTuber, streamer, who's also with Ouroboros. And we have Professor Hamilton. Yun Ka-Fai, who we finally get to see in one of these games. Reen's master. And we have a lot of chibi versions of the characters. There's that, and that's it for the art book. Okay, so get all this stuff out of the way. Close this up. Okay, so there is the limited edition of Trails Beyond the Horizon. Oops. Trying to get everything square here. So there it is, the limited edition for Trails Beyond the Horizon. And I got this off of NAS America. So if you're playing the game, I hope you're enjoying it. And if you haven't, well, then you need to get on it if you have it. I know I need to do it. Well, I'm currently on, I'm replaying the series. I'm currently on Cold Steel 3 right now, as of this video. But I'm playing through it, like, once again. So, and of course, I'm a fan of the series, so, excuse me, I'm enjoying it like always, I always do. And, well, hopefully, well, I'm sure that there's going to be a Beyond the Horizon 2. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.